Hello everybody. I would like to welcome you all to
Wrestling's High Marks,
an experiment where a
stoner and a stoner and a stoner
come together to talk about
wrestling and smoke weed.
we're your hosts,
Mojo,
and
Cheez Man, Whiz.
Now before we get started, babies, you know the drill.
Smoke a large quantity of weed.
Enjoy the show, bitch.
When I'm 64.
Wrestling's High Marks, episode 64. Here we are, motherfuckers.
Episode 64 indeed.
We are going to have a little fun again this week with the Power Bomb Wrestling, the PB-Dub.
Power bottom. Where's June? June? June! Hello. I'm your host, Chester Cheez, man. Joined along with Mojo.
Wow, that was fast. And I am Whiz Willoughby. You gotta give me time to think, man.
Fuck, what's the name?
Well, we don't even think of the crazy names until the end of the show.
Right? This is
Line.
Power Bomb Wrestling, episode 06/30/19. That's how they do them, just by date. So, June 30th, 2019.
Yeah, I kind of like fast forwarded a bit to make sure it wasn't like a highlight episode or something like it was last week. And it may be, like I didn't recognize any of the matches, but I did see a Madman Fulton fucking interview, so I'm like, oh, what the hell?
It's like everyone's on vacation right now. They're like, well, we got to put something out or the people, all 12 will quit watching.
All right. So speaking of everyone's on vacation, it is empty in this room right now.
Cool.
Thank you, Vic, Luke, and Bobby for tuning in.
Does that mean that you're... Oh, I thought you meant at your house. I was like, does that mean you're naked? Because I'm cool with that.
Talking about it in the chat room. Oh, yeah, it's July over there for Luke. Lucky fucker. We still got a few hours left of this shit month that we call June.
Right. Oh, is it already his Monday? Happy day, man. Congratulations, Luke. Happy July.
Yes.
Happy July.
All right, well,
okay.
That's almost certainly time enough to have queued up your PBW, people.
Yeah, I mean, well, those of you listening on the download, because there ain't nobody in here that's doing it.
Right.
Oh man.
That's a fair point.
No Sam.
Nope, no Sam. She must be busy. Although we were graced by her presence the other night. She was on Nasty Family Feud last night, along with Luke Birch as well. So yeah, y'all missed out. Actually, they did Nasty Family Feud for a bit, and then they switched over to Cards Against Humanity.
If I would have known, if somebody would have told me. Anyway, this is not interesting to the listeners. So, PBW.
Yeah, PBW. All right, we'll start that shit in 418, 419, 420. I'm sure Vic's about tired of hearing me say that by now.
Maybe.
Well, we were doing some Letterkenny watch-alongs.
Oh, okay.
Over Friday and Saturday, so I only said that about 20 goddamn times.
Oh, because whenever y'all had to start the next episode at the same time, you would do that to count them in?
Well, plus, like, we were both watching on Hulu, and we kept both getting different commercial breaks. Like, she'd get a 45-second commercial break, and I'd get like a 90-second commercial break. So she'd have to pause, wait for my commercials to finish, so I could pause, and then count us in again. So we're talking like 3 times per episode.
We're hearing that amazing theme song right now.
Fucking embarrassing!
And here's my boy wearing the same clothes.
Yeah, no shit. Is this the same episode?
And he looks like a little drunker than he previously was. That's about it. Yeah. Where's June when you need him? He'd love this shit.
I'm a little liquored up. There was
I feel
some
terrific.
Jack Daniel's barbecue sauce in my ribs, but I didn't have them cooked. I just ate them raw.
They
So I did cook
claim,
the alcohol down.
there's not enough alcohol to get you drunk, but if you eat 654 ribs, you feel terrific.
If you eat the lamb as well as the rack, you get drunk.
If you eat the heart, you absorb its soul. If you kill a man and eat his liver, you inherit all of his powers.
I'm drunk on the heart of the Lamb of God. Like, holy shit. He's an overweight Satanist, alright.
I just chugged some
Alcoholic.
stem cells.
They do a round table for this shit? I was just like, up next, round table 06-26-19 for air 06-29-19.
I don't know how
And
much
it's-
room is on that round table. They can only get like 2-3 more dudes or like one more Norm.
Well, yeah, it's Norm.
Well, it looked like
Another
Norm,
dude who
some
looks-
guy that looked like Blue Meanie,
Yeah.
and then just some random looking dude.
Yep. It's basically like the dude sitting next to him that I can't remember his name, the bald dude, but like fat and with a beard.
It's Terry, right?
Sure.
I think it's
That
Terry.
sounds about
something.
right.
It's Norman
His
Terry.
name is Terry, baby.
Yeah.
He literally looks like a dude at every church. That guy has a clone at every church.
O'Sullivan.
I swear he was in an episode of Scrubs.
Terry the Turtle.
No, this guy here. Oh yeah, Terry the Turtle, sure. He found out he didn't have to have surgery, so he did a little dance. But Turk was the one that told him, and Dr. Cox was pissed because Turk took his thunder.
I remember that.
I described this because I bet Whiz will remember it.
I do. And then
He reminds me of the dude that was dancing in the bed.
he did something to avenge. It was like he
He set him up with Carla, like he set him up for failure with something with Carla, I think.
all right. I thought
Told
he
her her name was something wrong or something like that. I don't know.
like ruined the score of a game, or maybe that's a different episode. Oh no, that
No,
was
that's a
when
different
him
one.
and the janitor were going at it. And welcome
Yeah,
to Scrubs
and then,
Talk with G, Whiz, and Cheez, man.
Yeah, and Dr. Kelso's the one that blew the score of the game on him, too.
Yep. The janitor was watching that movie, I See Dead
Sixth
People.
Sense.
Yep. And then he goes, Bruce Willis has been dead the whole time. And he's like, no, no, no,
Yeah.
no.
I like how they played the clip with the janitor in the name of that, what was the name of The Fugitive?
Oh, sure.
They actually played the clip with him in it, and it's like, that's funny. They're playing
Kimball?
clips of him. Yeah.
Kimball?
It's Alan Cone, JJ.
So yeah, anyway, there is wrestling going on when we're talking about Scrubs.
Right.
Maybe we should.
Alan Cone raising
That's why I said this shouldn't be wrestling's high marks anymore. It should just be the high marks. Like, yeah, we're watching wrestling, but we're talking Scrubs. Fuck you.
Yeah. My chicken!
Hey, I wasn't saying anything about Scrubs. I don't have anything against them.
Aww. Aww.
My chicken! Ted. Ted, you're doing
Ted,
sad face. It's all I got.
it looks like your ink pen is leaking. Aww. 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 Oh, man. What a great podcast this is. Anyway, a guy kicked a guy, or tried to, but then the guy caught his leg, then he kicked him, so that's how that goes. You shouldn't have
And then
fucked
he hit him with
around,
a-
guy.
He just hit him with a fucking dime store, God damn it. Drew McIntyre's finisher.
Claymore?
Claymore, that was it. That's what it looked like. Like, he looks like a weak, ineffective Claymore kick. Watch.
It's like just like a regular landmine. It's not
Yeah,
like
shit.
one of those awesome ones that has like a remote control and shit.
He called that
Drew's got the Claymore kick.
before.
This guy's got.
Dick.
Let's say this guy's got the popper kick. You know those things you just throw on the ground.
Pop
Yeah,
it.
he doesn't
The
even get
snappers.
the plaster kick.
Whippersnappers, yeah, that's what they're called.
And there's a spine discomforter.
Oh, yeah. Wait. Yeah. Discomforter. It's a spine agitator.
Didn't really bust it, so we can't call it a spine buster. That was weak.
Alright, where the hell's my thing?
Speaking of busted, look at that dude's waistline and them fucking on his bottoms, man. His stomach's just exploding out of it. Stop it! You're not this skinny. Don't wear me.
My muffin top is all that whole grain, low fat.
Low fat.
I just want to wrestle. Oh, you should have said wrestle, you fucker, and then it would have been
Alright.
hilarious.
Yes. Even though we're the only ones that are going to get that reference, because not a whole lot of people watch 30 Rock, probably.
Probably true.
Wiz don't watch a lot of things, but the things he does watch, we both know well. Except for, like, The West Wing.
Well, yeah, because
But
you
30
don't
Rock,
watch that.
Scrubs, Family Guy, we got that shit on.
Dude, I feel like you probably would not enjoy The West Wing, and that makes me sad.
I might. Who knows? I can get into serious shows sometimes. I can appreciate intelligent writing.
It's like not always serious though. There are comedy times, but it's like smart comedy. I don't know. It's not for everybody, and it's not just because it's for smart people. I don't mean it like that. It's just I understand why it wouldn't appeal to everybody. I get it, but I sure think it's fabulous. I was like, this show is like everything you want in a show. The acting, the
I've been watching
production
Vikings,
values, the
but-
ridiculously amazing writing,
Yeah.
everything about it. I love that shit, man. Anyway, enough.
That was one of the things I really appreciate about Boondocks. Like, I know it was a comedy show, but Aaron McGruder, the writer, is a fucking genius. The way he wrote the show and the way he did the stories, fucking awesome.
Never watched an episode.
I'm sure. It doesn't seem like it would appeal to you, but it is great.
I believe you. I do have some limited wrestling notes if you guys want to do the wrestling talk during this.
Wow.
Uninteresting shit.
What the fuck was that?
Yeah, man, it's all botchy. Neither one of them touch each other, and it's been boring so far. And I don't want to talk about packages, so I guess we'll.
Well, that's different.
No packages.
Hey, you guys watch NXT? I'm just wondering if you caught this. Did you watch the Adam Cole video?
Not
think so.
intently. Not closely.
Okay, well, he's on an airplane.
Okay.
And then at the end of the promo, he says, "Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got a plane to catch." He's on the damn plane. I think he's going to make it, guys.
Yeah, I think he's going to get there in time.
He's going to make it.
Like the plane was landing. It took him so long to shoot the promo.
Well, no,
He's
he
like,
was
"I
like
gotta tell you-"
standing in the doorway.
Oh, okay.
And then he said, "If you'll excuse me, I got a
okay.
plane to catch." I'm like, dude,
I
you're
thought you
in
meant
the
like he was
motherfucker.
in the I thought you meant he was like in the cabin for like a private plane or something.
Well, that would have been entirely even more hilarious.
It's like, I gotta go. The fasten seatbelt sign just came on because we're getting ready to land. Cut this
And
promo so long.
I hate to go Ross Twaddell on Adam Cole, but this is a direct quote from Adam Cole. I've been flying all over the world, defending this all over the world.
Oh shit! Whatever his name is, picks up the win.
It's Jungle Man.
It's Alan Cone,
It's Joe Dallas.
JJ.
Joe Dallas.
I thought his name was Alan Cone, JJ.
Alan Cone, JJ. Wait, what? That doesn't make sense.
Yeah, who the hell is Cone? What's Cone? Okay.
Alan Wrench.
I'm going back.
Oh, I'm going in the back to do some heroin. Where's my drug dealer? Motherfucker was supposed to be here at 5. It's 6:30. I want my brown.
I didn't remember to turn the captions on, but that's probably cooler than what he said just by looking at him. Okay. NXT, if you want to actually talk about it,
Oh my
was
god, dude.
kind of fun.
Dude, July fireworks live in Toledo. There's gonna be fireworks in July.
Holy shit, and look at all these never before seen clips.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, sorry.
No,
Back
it's
to
okay,
NXT.
man. I would rather be funny than recap matches. But the opener match on NXT was awesome, and I at least want to give that a little credit. It was so good that I rewatched it right after it was over. Like, fuck that, I'm doing that again, baby.
Mhm.
The only thing weird about it is, like, the guys have new names. And it's like you've totally heard of both of the guys.
Right.
It's DJZ, who was on MLW and Impact, and fucking Hector Garza Jr. But now they're Joaquin Wilde and Angel Garza.
Yeah.
Which is extra
Oh,
funny
yeah,
to
yeah.
me because they each have to do an intro video and say their new names. Hi, I'm like Joaquin Wilde. He had to read it off his hand and shit, you know. Wait, well, what the fuck's my name again? Hi.
It's written on the inside of his mask.
Right.
So he's pulling his mask off in the ring. It's like, oh yeah, Walking Wild. That's it.
It's written on the inside of his mask. It's because you don't want no one to steal it. Anyway, it was an awesome match,
Wild.
though, and I seen a bunch of moves I never seen before. I do think they took like an hour too long on that Spanish fly off the top. If I had to say
Only an
one
hour?
bad thing, it was that they were up there for so long, and it just looked so stupid that I was like, okay, you should just jump down and do something different at this point, you guys. And I don't like that move anyway because it's not that impressive to me anymore. But I rewatched it. Like I said, these guys are both great. They're NXT guys for sure. That's that next wave of like ass kicking wrestlers coming in. They fit right in, dude. Impressed with
The
both
only
of these
thing I was
guys.
surprised about this match was it almost seemed like a competitive squash. Like DJZ wasn't getting in like hardly anything in.
It was a little more than that, but like everyone did everything so good and so smoothly and fluidly. I was just like, these guys can fucking
Like
wrestle.
I didn't say squash.
Right. It was a very competitive squash, if anything. But yeah, Hector Garza did pick up the win, which I actually did not think was going to happen. Or I mean, Angel Garza. Angel. Fuck, what did I miss? Is it on the...
Yeah,
It's on the PBW, isn't it?
No,
it's in the
no,
chat.
I glanced at the chat real quick. Vic, Jesus, I just searched Power Bottom Wrestling for fuck's sake.
That's Power Bomb. Not Power Bottom, but I like where you're going with this.
Red Wing Shoes, 2122 North Reynolds Road in Toledo.
Search.
Weekdays, 9 a.m. to 8 p.m. Saturday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Sunday, 12 to 4 p.m. 419-531-1948. Red Wing Shoes.
Okay, Vic, look up Norm Waymer.
Yeah,
N-O-R... Oh, I'm sorry, dude. Go ahead and tell her then. I didn't mean to steal your shine.
No, that's fine. I was typing it to put it up in the
Okay.
chat, but it don't matter now anyway.
Got it. Yeah. I forgot to mention that it's on the Norm Waymer channel. All right.
Not to be confused with the Vince McMahon channel.
Right. We got commercials going right now. So, all right. Street Profits versus Blake and Cutler. That's what I'm calling them. I ain't calling them their stupid name.
I mean, we just call them something else, like, I don't know.
Whoa, show enough.
It was a
Showing off.
non-title match that I think maybe became a title match. I don't know if they all the way cleared that up, but it didn't matter anyway. My only note is hot tag to Dawkins, who just fucking slaughters every damn buddy. Jesus. It's like,
Yeah,
take
when
it
that
easy,
dude's
buddy.
on,
This
he's
is a
on.
wrestling match, and these are your friends in the fucking locker room. What are you doing?
Yeah,
Fucking
that dude's
brutal.
on, he's on.
He was fucking brutalizing motherfuckers when he got hot tagged. Jackson Riker interferes, DQ. They attack Street Profits. Lorcan bursts to the rescue. What's going on with this shit? We'll find out soon enough, I'm sure.
When are Lorca and Bertrand is going to go away? Like, legit,
I think they
better-
should be in NXT UK. Why aren't they? They're
That's what I'm saying.
perfect for over there.
They've
You
been
know what I mean?
featured at NXT for way too fucking long now.
Right.
Was it going on like 2 years with these dudes?
Plus, they never get nothing,
Like,
and they're actually
constantly-
pretty damn good.
Yeah, but I mean that's kind of why I'm like enough with
Yeah.
these guys. They never make it.
Right. I get
Yeah,
it.
but I almost
You're not
feel
gonna
like
move them
good,
up.
But
That the War Raiders are gone. That it opens up that whole field that anyone could really stand a chance against the Street Profits. At least that's what you.
well, yeah, I mean, especially like an Undisputed Era or a fucking. I hate to say it, but they're gonna put the fucking title on the faggot sons before they put it on Lorcan and Birch, probably.
No, for sure.
I wanna see
Lorcan and
Lorcan
Birch are
getting
the
it.
Cassius Ono of tag teams.
Yeah, except I like them more than Cassius Ono. That's for damn sure.
No, what I mean, but their jobs there are apparently very similar.
Yeah.
Get your
Always
ass
figured they were
whipped,
gonna
and
lose.
then we quickly build you back up with a couple of stupid squashes, and then you get your ass kicked again. I got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, that would be perfect for them to go to the UK thing then, because of Cassius Ohno seemed to do really good for his stint over there.
I didn't even know he was over there, unfortunately. I don't watch the UK shit, sorry. I don't have time for everything as it is. I can't add another show. I tried, I think I watched the first half a dozen episodes, like, what are they going to be doing? And when they started releasing, like, multiple episodes, I was like, look, I can't watch another 2 hours of shit. I can't do it. And that's kind of when I lost interest.
I heard that on the internet.
And it's weird I'm not watching it because Pete Dunne is my dog. I love Pete Dunne. How am I not watching this shit? But I'm not. So there it is. I said it. I admitted it live on the air.
Yeah, I got all the free time in the world lately. I don't know, man. I can't bring myself to watch much wrestling lately. I'm going through like some kind of phase right now where it's just like, nah.
Dude,
sure, I could watch it.
I go through those in like years and decades long sometimes.
No, I mean, mine don't go that long.
Right.
I still watch because we're doing the show. I gotta have somewhat of an idea, but I mean, really, I can look to Twitter and see everything that's fucking
what really matters,
newsworthy. You know? Yeah.
Yes. Right.
And even
this
then,
week I watched
not watching Raw.
Yeah, legit. This week I watched NXT and I watched MLW. That's it.
I think that's basically me too. I watch NXT, MLW.
You at least fit in AEW and a UFC too.
Oh, the UFC shit was badass, dude. There's a bunch of brutal knockouts last night. UFC has gotten great. The fucking competition level so high because all their fighters are like badasses. So it's like, all right, well, one of these badasses is going down somehow. Let's see what happens. And it's just fucking brilliant fucking fights lately, dude. I can't say enough good shit about UFC. And they do like the intros, just like wrestling and shit. I mean, not just like it, but I mean, it's like watching wrestling. Other than these guys are gonna go in there and actually try to fuck each other up. It's really good stuff, man. They're all so good.
Right.
Now. Even the women are getting really good now. It's crazy the competition level.
Yeah, we'll have to do an experiment next time. Let me know when you're watching. I'll watch live and watch it. It'll be a fucking snooze fest.
Dude, that one time you tuned in was the worst one I had seen in like 4 months. It was every match went the distance. Nobody knocked anybody out. No submissions. It was a bunch of fucking, okay, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards. And I'm like, God damn it. I told Cheez Man to watch this, and there hasn't been one good fucking ass whipping, you know?
That's the way it goes when I fucking watch this shit, I swear. It's cool, a hugging match.
Right. And I'm like, damn it, this isn't representative of what I've been watching, I promise. I've seen such good stuff.
It's like, dude, you gotta watch these two hug each other and just hug it out.
It's like, look at how sweaty and muscular they are. Isn't this great? Okay, up next on NXT, we got Keith Lee versus a dead guy.
Cool.
And then the Adam Cole video, which we covered. I've been flying all over the world defending this all over the world.
Pretty sure he hasn't, but okay.
Well, he didn't have to say all over the world and all over the world with 2 words between them. Okay.
I mean, he does say baby every time.
Up next
week. He could just say bay, but no, it's gotta be baby.
Or, not. Up next week, I mean. Next week, we get Shane Swerve Strickland versus Trevor Lee, except now they're called Isaiah Swerve Scott and Cameron Grimes. But you remember
Isaiah Swerve Scott. Wow, that just rolls off the tongue so well.
You remember those guys from Impact where they've probably had several matches against each other already.
Right.
Trevor Lee, you might remember from earlier watch-alongs or I'm not watch-alongs episodes on earlier High Marks that he's the guy who needs a win.
Yeah.
Every time he comes out to say, okay, he needs a win, and then he would lose again. It was almost a gimmick he had going.
He needs a win.
And then he would lose in some heartbreaking fashion. And they'd be like, oh, man. But, like, it happened a bunch of times. Anyway, I just wanted to point out that these are 2 guys who just have new names, but we've probably already seen these matches before.
Right.
All right, well, let's main event this motherfucker. Io Shirai versus Shayna Baszler in a steel cage for the NXT Championship, which is unusual to see on a TV show.
Yeah.
It's kind of too big of a match for
This
that.
was,
And they had like a half hour left of the show and everything. They really fucking went all the way with this thing.
This was a better cage match than fucking Dolph and Kofi at Stomping Grounds.
I loved this match.
Yeah. I thought it was a pretty damn good cage match.
Dude, the German off the turnbuckle. Io Shirai's dangerous, and she literally almost fucked Shayna up really bad with that shit. But looks like it just only pretty badly hurt her shoulder, not like debilitating.
Right. She's only gonna miss like 4 months
Right.
instead of fucking 4 years.
Exactly. She doesn't have to retire, so that's cool.
And she'll still be back before Lars Sullivan.
Yeah, I don't have a ton of notes about the match because it was great, but I have like what happened at the end all completely spelled out just because I didn't want to forget nothing. But the H-Girls come out and they stop Stephanie McMahon from opening the door. And then...
At which point, Io smokes referee McMahon in the face with the door.
Yes, thank you.
Holy shit.
She kicked the shit out of that door and Stephanie McMahon went down, folks.
She ate all of that door. That didn't touch the horse chicks.
So... it didn't either.
No.
So Io was climbing out of the cage or over the top of the cage when Marina Shafir interferes by climbing up and shit, and then out comes Candice Wrestling, who climbs up and knocks Marina down and then climbs to the top of the cage and splashes and looks like she hurt her ribs. I'm like, these girls are all going to be dead by the time this thing's over.
Right.
She splashed Baszler. And, let's see, where am I at? I was fucking watching the wrestling. Sorry, let me find where the fuck I was in my notes.
Fucking
You just
Candice just did the
Candice
splash.
Oh, sure.
Ray killing herself.
And then
Yeah.
Io climbs up to the cap. Does a really nice looking but stiff moonsault. And just
Yep.
nails the fuck out of Shayna. It looks like, I mean, man,
I
dude,
thought
that could break both
Her
of your
problem is,
fucking
I think
legs
that
doing
she
that.
keeps on overshooting it.
That's what it was, but I mean, it still looked pretty awesome, though. I mean, I have to give her credit where credit's due. It was a nice one. It was just like the landing was a little tough.
Right.
So, the cool ending, or I liked how this worked, is
To be fair.
I don't know that reference. Shayna and Io
course you
are
don't.
in the doorway, and Shayna's choking Io with the rear naked choke. I forget what she calls it, the Kiba something or something.
Karabuta clutch.
Thank you. Io slams the door on Shayna's head, and then it like, you know, knocks her out. But she falls out of the ring and onto the floor, which makes her the winner. I liked it.
Yep, so did I.
I liked it. I
It was
really
a
did.
little similar to Kofi and, you know, leapfrogging over Dolph out the door. Kind of reminded me of that.
But he did that on purpose.
It actually reminded me more of the Shane Sweaty McBullocks. Sweating right out of his shirt.
Colonel McSweaty Bullocks.
Okay. Yeah. Sweaty balls.
So Io grabs Candice and attacks her after the match. I think we called that like fucking weeks ago.
Yeah, we were kind of expecting it a few weeks ago. We're like, that's pretty fucking heel-like of Io.
Right.
Is Io gonna be a heel? What's going on
And
here?
that's why
Yeah,
she's hanging out with
we
Candice, because if she turns on Candice, it's like, oh, the babiest of baby faces has been attacked, you know, and that's exactly what happened. Io grabs a chair and beat the shit out of Candice with it and then suplexed her into it, which all looked good. I don't have any complaints about that.
Oh.
It was a good
Yeah,
heel
I think-
turn beatdown. If you're going to do it, that's how you do it. I'm not mad at her.
I think Johnny should have came down and made the save and like punched Io right in the mouth.
I will give Io credit. This was her very best match in NXT so far. I think she did perfectly good in the cage, and I was happy with this match, man. It was awesome. It was a good watch. I like the whole match. I
Yeah.
like how they ended it. Everything. They just did a great job.
Yeah,
you ain't
no,
gonna hear me
everything
say
about the-
many things like that regarding Io Shirai, but that was a great match. Maybe she is all right. I'm wondering if it's like language barrier, or maybe she has to get used to wrestling a different way or something, because she's been stinky, but that was a really good match.
Well, the main thing with her is she needs to like chill it out with the fucking aerial maneuvers, because that's where she fucks up the most.
Sure. Well, but
her in-ring isn't spectacular.
Her nickname
but
is
like,
the Genius of the Sky. They fucked up. It's too late now.
Yeah.
She has to do shit now, or she looks like a goofball.
Right. At least she's not a sky pirate anymore. Ugh. What a terrible fucking name.
I didn't like it.
You know, sir?
It's like that name.
I don't like it.
It's like that name doesn't really offend anyone, but it just has like it sounds racist somehow.
It feels wrong.
Sky pirate. That's not really anything, but it seems like racial to me somehow. It's like that's got to mean something negative to some group. We just got to figure out which group it is. Okay. Anyway.
Hey, but I could talk about Oriental Trading Company and how I love their little magazines, and all that would come out is Mojo said Oriental.
That's the dumbest shit ever. Jim Ross called a dude an Oriental wrestler, and people were freaking out about it. But the dude is like he works at Oriental Wrestling Entertainment, OWE.
Yes.
Oriental Wrestling Entertainment. He's one of the Oriental wrestlers. It's fine.
Doesn't
You people
matter.
are
They should have
stupid.
censored it anyway.
You people
They should tell
are
her.
fucking idiots.
I know.
God.
I agree. I
God.
can't stand it.
Why?
When you
Sick.
think
Turn
about
Twitter off.
what that is,
You don't need
wrestling
it.
federation that they wrestle for.
We want to see the Attitude Era. Jim fucking Ross said Oriental.
Oh,
And-
an
and Cody Rhodes took a
unprotected
chair
chair
shot.
If you use the word
that's
unprotected
sick.
chair shot, you're
Oh
breaking
my God.
kayfabe. Shut up.
But then, like,
that was
the
so
Young Bucks,
sick.
and then the Young Bucks kind of made it worse, though.
I
Because they
saw.
came out and they were like, it's supposed to be a gimmick chair. It went wrong. Like, shut up, assholes.
Yeah.
Kayfabe,
Shut up.
motherfuckers.
You don't gimmick
I get
chairs.
it.
It's
Who
real.
cares? Right. And I said, who cares if it really was a fuck up?
God.
You don't come out and tell the fucking crowd that, dude. Let it build up its own shit.
They don't.
Let it play out.
Hey,
God
well,
damn it.
speaking of, here's my genuine AEW opinion. Not about the pay-per-view, but of the company. I really believe that they kind of just are worried about their fans. I don't think they're trying to steal all the WWE fans. I don't think they even care.
I think there's a
I think they're
whole-
happy if a few whatever, but they're just worried about their own shit because you can tell they don't care.
Well, I didn't watch, but that was the theory with a lot of people online with the whole librarian segment, I guess.
Oh my
I
God,
didn't see
it
this,
was awful,
but
dude.
everybody
I wanted to kill
everybody said
myself.
it was terrible, but they also said it was kind of like geared towards the WWE fans.
No,
So to try to draw them in.
well, it was chicks. I guess that's something. But no, well, it's eight. No. It's
They said no.
RKO.
no, just I feel like they're perfectly comfortable and not ashamed of having like a indie feel to it, if you know what I mean. I don't
Well,
mean that
they've
in a
been doing
derogatory
that
manner. I mean
show
that's what
being
they're doing.
elite for years now and have incredible ratings or
Yes.
views on.
Exactly. I just mean like they're not trying to compete.
That's what I'm
It
getting
feels like
at.
they're not
They've
trying
been
to be
doing their
competition.
own
I think
kind
they
of
just want to do
story
their shit. And I guess I get
For
that. I
like
can
years
respect that.
now.
I expected it to be a little
What the hell is going?
I don't know the right word to use. I'm going to say a little more professional, but not like they're unprofessional, but like just more polished or something, whatever. And I guess they're just not going to
There's
go for
something
that,
missing
but it's fine.
still.
No, it's the vibe they're going for. I get it now. I think that's just what they're going to I think they're okay having a bit of like a indie flavor to it, and I'm just going to be okay with
I
that.
think that, like, with that pay-per-view last night, I was sort of feeling a 90s vibe in that they're really getting into that whole correlation of WCW on TNT thing.
Yeah, you said you really enjoyed the pay-per-view, right?
Once it got to I like the very first match on the pre-show, which was Best Friends
versus Private
versus-
Party versus SCU.
Yeah. I never had seen that Team Private Party, and they stole the show.
Dude, that one guy, let me find my notes. That guy from Private Party's unfucking believable. Quinn. Mark fucking Quinn. I want to see a lot more of that guy. What the fuck, dude? He's a fucking spectacular wrestler. I don't know where they came from, but he's practiced. You can tell. This guy is
Yeah, I
ring
do remember
aware.
you sending a message about that.
He is ring aware. He's fucking a great performer, man. That dude's awesome. Seriously. Great wrestler, man.
Oh, yeah.
But
He just
I
like
didn't
jumps
think
right
that,
out at you. Like, look at this guy, and it's not because of his hair, but he does have weird hair. But man, he is a beast. I'm sorry for cutting you off. Go ahead, buddy.
I was saying that I thought that the pay-per-view didn't really pick up into the MJF,
MJF rules,
Jungle Boy, Adam Page, Jimmy Havoc match.
dude. Jungle Boy is so awesome. I wish he wasn't so small, cause man, he's great.
I love
He's
the
fucking great,
little
dude.
comedy things with him and Luchasaurus, like him getting nailed in the face on the apron, and Luchasaurus is holding his legs.
Yeah, it was acceptable. I didn't like it. It didn't make me mad, but I like him as a wrestler. He's got moves. Dude, that thing he did off the fuck. You know what? I don't even know how to describe it. Well, it's like it's a move that you would do like off the top rope, except he like did it in midair, kind of like without God, I can't explain it properly because it's so amazing.
Yeah.
It's like he was hovering in midair and then started spinning somehow and then like landed on everybody. It was fucking crazy, dude. I was like, what just happened here?
Oh,
How did he do that?
Like MJF's little promo before the match.
Oh, it's exactly what I wanted to fucking yell at the crowd.
Yeah,
that
well,
crowd
all
was
of your
full of shit.
mothers.
He's hilarious, man. All right, well, if we're doing AEW, let's start.
Aw, damn it.
Oh yeah, you had already did the opener, yeah.
I'm already been fairly.
We missed, I seen it earlier in the chat. Apparently, Madam Cole, baby, made an appearance.
You're shitting me.
No. I wish I'd have noticed when she was still on here because she was at the AEW show last night.
And then she probably heard us like not being happy about it and was like, fuck that shit, I'm out of here.
No, she was gone before we even got into the AEW talk.
Oh, okay.
And I can't say I wasn't happy with it. I didn't watch it.
Oh,
Well,
I didn't see much anybody liking anything about it.
no, I mean, it. Okay. Yeah, well, let's just fucking do it then. We're already discussing the opener match. I do want to point out that Logan Sama was one of the announcers on the pre-show, and he's like this UK grime DJ that I like, and I have no fucking idea why he was there, but I was like, holy shit! It's Logan Sama, the War Report guy. Are you kidding me? Whoa!
that was actually like a 3-day event, but the wrestling was just on one day,
Okay.
and it was
It's video
type.
game shit, and I bet he's into video games. Yeah, okay. But yeah, he's also like a fucking awesome DJ who plays the bomb grime, man, and I am very familiar with his work, so I couldn't believe it was him. Like, what the fuck? So, okay, after... the opener match was won by Best Friends. After that, we get a lot of bullshit involving models being replaced by mannequins, and then the librarian's shtick. And then we get Allie versus Leva Bates, and this was really tough to watch, you guys. I'm sorry.
I actually agree.
Yeah,
Like, I
and
love that first match.
Even the finish.
But
Let's just call it a not-so super kick.
and I evidently missed a match last night.
The super kick party got canceled, huh?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if it was part of the pre-show, but I did not see the Michael Nakazawa
Okay,
Alex Jabali.
good. Let me recap it for you.
Oh, the Jabali match. I think that's what there was. That's one.
Let me
Somebody was,
recap it
a lot
for
of
you.
people were pissed that one of those dudes were in the match.
Well, because the Jabali guy is the organizer of the event.
Okay.
He's like just a random white guy, basically.
Ah,
But okay, it's him against Michael Nakazawa, as you heard. So Michael Nakazawa is the baby oil guy, and he pulls out the baby oil. He does the baby oil thing again. The fact of the matter is, if you watch the match, the organizer guy is a much better wrestler than Michael Nakazawa. He does a bunch of moves, and they all look really good. And then there's Michael Nakazawa with the baby oil gag, and he picks up the win over the organizer guy. I hated this kickoff show, basically. But,
you and everybody else.
really,
Okay, so
why would you
I
put
didn't
all
really
this
miss
crap on
anything by
TV
that.
to, like, get people hyped up to watch your show? This is the wrong stuff. It was silly. I'm like, come on. I guess, yes, the opener match was okay, but there was too many dudes doing too many crazy things for the whole time. It's like, come on. Calm down.
Yeah.
Have a sip of Gatorade.
Yeah, what is that, like fucking 9
Shut up,
dudes in there?
Cornette.
Because there were teams of 3, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it was 2?
It was...
Oh, back to the very first match.
Yeah.
It was 3 tag teams.
Yeah. Well, 2 or 3
And each
man
one
tag
had
teams, though.
2 on each
2.
one.
Oh, okay. Because
All
I know SCU's made up of 3 dudes, so I was assuming it was...
Well,
3 teams of
Christopher
3.
Daniels had his match, which was actually after the Nakazawa.
That's where my
yeah,
notes
it
are
was
now.
Gatorade.
And let's just go ahead and get there because it was awesome. Christopher Daniels is still a badass, and that that Chima
No.
guy, I don't care if he's 100 years old either. He's a great wrestler too.
The only problem I had was knowing that SEMA was supposed to face, like, Kenny Omega in one of the next pay-per-views or something.
And so you know he's gonna win.
Yeah.
Well, he did
So
win.
I was like, this is awesome and everything, but just knowing that it was going to be SEMA.
Well, those 2 old bastards really put on a match, if you ask me, man. They fucking kicked it. It was like storytelling and a bunch of good moves, and everything was perfectly timed. I don't think I remember any fuck-ups. I just was like, well, goddamn, all right, let's do
It was a clinic.
some wrestling. But then what happened, Mojo? What happened after that?
Oh, no.
So, hold on just for a second, just to
Okay.
just look this up to put it into perspective.
Sure.
Fucking Undertaker can't do shit, right? Old as fuck, can't wrestle, can't hardly move.
Uh-huh.
He's 53.
Okay.
Christopher Daniels, 49, only 5 years younger than the Undertaker, and still can put on a great match.
He's as good as any other wrestler that I can really name right now. He can
And I
hang with
think
anybody.
SEMA's about the same age as Daniels.
Yeah, he's an old guy too. Like, he's been around since mid-90s in WCW. His name was Shima Nakuyaka or something like that.
Ah,
And he's an older guy too. But they both just fucking spectacular. Dude, it was literally like a perfect wrestling match. It's like, all right, that's everything I wanted, thanks. But after that, we get Nyla Rose versus Riho versus Yuka. I'm not even saying it.
Sakazaki.
Thank you. Yikes. I think I'd rather check out the WWE girls than this shit, man. I wanted to see Nyla smash them. Both. And just make it
Yeah,
quick
I was
and be like,
surprised
raw. Nothing. She sucks.
Nothing.
One cool spot where she caught both the chicks, and I was like, God damn, that bitch is strong. But I mean, it was just a display of strength. Nothing cool, you know? How dare this crowd chant, "This is awesome." I was so bummed out by this. Those other chicks got so much offense in. The ref was hot as hell. Did you guys notice that? Or, well, Mojo, did you notice that? That chick's hot, man. What the fuck? Like, librarian hot? Anyway, LOL, Nyla didn't even fucking win, and they made her look even worse before she walked away. It's like, okay, well, I'm done with her.
This was actually the opposite of the SEMA Christopher Daniels.
Yeah, it's like
I was
everything
so going,
sucked.
Well, I've heard of Yuka Sakazaki and Nyla Rose. Never had heard of that Riho, and she ends up coming up with the victory.
Yep.
Uh-oh. This dude's like all rich smile, bitch.
For sure.
And he even kind of looks like him.
Yeah. Oh, Pat Caputo's refereeing again.
So the next one was probably one of the best matches of the night.
Yeah.
And it's the one that we already talked about.
It's also the last one I watched, unfortunately, but yeah. But MJF comes walking out, and he does the Rick Rude, cut my music. And then he tells the crowd some fucking truth. Some painful truth. About virgin, stinky video game kids. It was awesome. And their moms. I recommend everyone. You know what? That promo might open the show. No, it can't. I already have the best opener ever. Fuck. We might have him take us out this week. It was that good. I was
We'll
like,
have to
fuck
remember
yeah.
that MJF is going to be taking us out.
At least the one about the moms.
Maybe he'll take us out or lead us in. We'll see.
No, he's not leading us in for sure.
Oh, okay. I got that covered already. Shut up.
Yep.
What's this little white girl kicking? Oh! No, they kicked the dick. Yeah.
So anyway, yeah. It was MJF versus Jungle Boy versus Jimmy Hammock versus Hangman Page.
Did you say Jimmy
I
Hammock?
love MJ. I may have. I don't know. I love MJF, and Jungle Boy's a badass, and is a lot of fun to watch wrestle. And that's the end of my notes because we had to do our show. So I didn't watch all of the, like, quote unquote main matches at all, which I'm going to after we're done doing this.
Yeah, because I know Moxley fought.
Now I'm closing my notes.
Yeah, Moxley fought somebody, and Cody fought that Allen dude.
So the next match was good segue by Cheez
Right. As usual, the master.
and Darby Allin. It basically seemed like Cody dominated this, and you were just seeing how much punishment this Darby Allin could.
Oh, dude, I seen a GIF, and it was like how much you were seeing how much he could fucking damage he could inflict on himself with that.
Oh,
The free fall to the corner of the apron. What the fuck, dude?
Yeah, Cody was up like super fast, like
planked.
Yeah. He just trust fall or just did trust
Trust
fall off the top
fall.
rope on the apron. Like, oh well, don't trust Cody. Oh shit, he's gonna powerbomb his bitch onto him.
Do it.
so.
Nice.
Darby Allin seems to kick out of everything,
Ooh,
even
okay.
in Crossroads, and ends up making the time limit draw because they have those in AEW.
I'm fine with that.
And the crowd wants 5 more minutes,
Oh, you slapped the hell out of her. Sorry.
and that's when the -10 came out.
It's okay, Cheese Man. It was the highlight of the show so
Negative
far.
10.
So -10 comes out and blasts Cody in the head, and everything seems like normal. And then all of a sudden you notice like an old movie or something that there's a big blood spot behind Cody's head.
Fuck. One of these wrestlers is not like the other one. Everyone's been pretty good so far, and then White Girl comes in and fucks up the whole damn thing. It's almost like a dance competition.
Man,
Just don't
I
do
swear
it.
we've seen this match.
Probably. Yeah, dude, it's a vacation
Possible,
episode.
yes.
Terrific.
Alright. Terrific.
But that was extremely gross. Like, just seeing that flap of the back of Cody's head just
Yep, I'll be seeing that
having
soon
to be
enough.
held on, like the back of his head, like he was fucking John Kennedy or something.
Yeah, he had to get staples
But
and
it was
shit.
gimmicked. Yep. 12 staples or something like that.
Yeah.
Oh.
But
She
MJF
got
was
double
out there
fucked.
like super fast to help Cody.
So some people on Twitter noticed a thing.
Oh,
I haven't watched the match,
okay.
but I'm gonna say what Twitter people were saying, and I actually did watch like a clip of the video that was on Twitter as evidence. But that was a blade job, probably. He didn't actually get split open because that's not anywhere near where the chair hit him. It was on the opposite side of his head, and no one really noticed. But everyone's like, "Nah, that wasn't the chair that actually did that." And if you watch, I think you'll agree. It was just
Maybe
supposed to
just-
look like that, and I think it's supposed to spark a blood feud, is all.
Can't believe that he went
Oh.
that deep and that there was that big of a chunk of
I can't wait to see it now. That sounds fun.
the back of his head.
I just watched.
Like it
Like,
was
if you
seriously
if you needed staples, I don't think it
private
was any
more
fucking
than
blade.
can opener.
Yeah, you don't get staples over a blade job.
Right, but I mean, like, that's literally not where the chair hit him, though. I mean, it's
Yeah.
hard to argue after you watch the video. You could probably get on Twitter now and quickly locate what I'm talking about because it was a thing people
Oh, yeah,
were
I'm
talking
sure.
about. And I'm not professing one way or the other because I only watched a clip and I haven't seen the whole show yet.
Yeah, I don't care enough to go look it up, to be honest with you.
That's fair.
And,
I just mean he might not have got as hurt bad as everyone seems to think he was. You know what I mean? It was like a
Oh my
He-
god, that dude just got
Well,
fucked up.
yeah,
if it
he's
was
a
a
dead
blade
man.
or
That dude is
whether
huge.
it was the chair, that was not supposed to go that deep.
Probably not.
Kabbalah monster just fucked his shit up.
Kabbalah monster. Kabbalah.
The next match, of course, was extremely good, being that it was the Lucha Brothers against the Young Bucks with Kenny Omega and the
Laredo Kid,
Laredo Kid.
everybody was
They're just the
raving
Bucks.
about him.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
I forgot.
Everyone loves Laredo Kid apparently after last night. I'll have to check him out too.
the not so young bucks.
Oh, leave the kids alone. They're trying to do something here.
Oh, hey, Caputo almost got kicked in the face. Oh,
Oh,
she got kicked in the face.
kick my bitch up. Kick my bitch up. Wow.
he got kicked in the face.
Okay, I'll stop. now.
Famous her.
In this match, it looked like
Sorry.
the Lucha Bros were getting the better of the Bucks, and at the end, Kenny Omega was the one that really seemed to shine and take over the match and actually win it for him.
Gotta watch it. Gotta watch it.
Yeah. Is that over? Yeah. Kabbalah monster got pinned.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Pat Caputo was like, 1, okay. 2, okay.
Okay.
3, okay. Here's your winners, okay.
If I didn't count you down 1, 2, 3, it'd be like cutting your nose off to spite your face.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Fucking Pat
I hate him.
Caputo.
I've hated him for 20
Nobody
years.
listens to us has anybody idea what we're talking about.
Fuck
This
Pat
motherfucker
Caputo.
been
There was
on the
one
radio
day,
in
the most
Detroit
glorious
for
day of my
years.
life. These people kept calling in over and over again and saying all kinds of shit about him, and then he would hang up and like the next guy, and it'd be another guy, and he's like, "You fucking I'm sorry about that, you guys. A couple people had a little too much to drink," and then he would answer the next one, "Hey, you're a fat retard, Pep. I'm sorry, I don't know what's going on today with the people." It was fucking great, dude. Clearly, some people had coordinated. Everyone grabbed your cell phone and we'll all call at the same time. It was fucking hilarious, dude. They were lighting him up, and he eventually had to go to commercial, probably because he didn't have any delay time left or something.
He ran a dump time.
I'm serious. It was fucking, and I was like, I'm so glad that I got to witness this. I was just in my car driving pizzas, and I think I'm gonna go the long way back till this is done, because they were just beating him up. It was great. It was like 8 calls in a row.
Yeah, I remember you telling me about that. That
Oh
was
God, it was
fucking
heavenly.
hilarious.
It was fucking heavenly, dude. Like, thank you. I've wanted to say all them things for a long time now.
It's a fat retard.
I'm not saying the insults were the greatest ones, but just to call them names is funny to me. I'm sorry.
Oh shit! It's oh fuck! What do we call him? Iggy Lee Roth.
Yeah, that's what it was. With his David Lee Roth handkerchief,
and
David
his
Lee Roth pants.
and his Iggy Pop sunk-in face. Sean Giannetti.
That one too.
And I'm Mance Warner, other than I got to change my name to something else now because another guy.
Yeah. Kind of like Road Dogg. I'm Mance Dog.
Mance Dog. Road Mance.
Road Warner.
The Road Warner. That's it. Okay. You win this round, my friend. That is the Road Warner.
The fuck is wrong with his bicep?
And it
Dude,
looks like
not supposed
Juan
to do that.
Cage.
Yeah, he was in an accident and
You're
had
missing
a
something.
little chunk of that cut off.
No shit.
That
Where's
was when
the
I
other
got
half of your,
jumped by 6
bicep, bro?
bikers.
You're supposed to stand the other way and use your good arm. At least his other arm looks complete.
I'm gonna guess the girls from Britain, judging by the teeth.
Oh, sorry, Luke. We love you, baby. We love you, Luke Birch and Lucy. We love you both.
He said, "Oh."
Yep,
Why-
we have
apparently
Luke
it's
Birch
just
calling
better.
in. Actually, he has a response for Cheese Man, apparently. Hello. I bet that the one all the way on the left was American because he was so fat.
But Luke, you
TCP
love America.
out. Oh, shit, we've lost Luke. Look at that. He's gone now.
Damn, he mic dropped me. Son of a bitch.
I got to give him credit. I mean, he had a good point there.
True. That was very true.
Yep. True.
True.
It's true. Very true.
Ralphie's established in 1991. Food and fun.
It's a new game on the WWE Network. True or false with Drew McIntyre. They just ask him shit and he has to answer true or false.
Welcome to Too Good to Be True with Drew.
So, let's just get this over with. Moxley defeated
Oh, sorry.
Joey Janela in the non-sanctioned match.
Which just means, like, what, a hardcore match, right?
Yeah.
There's no
that's-
rules, no refs and
that was
shit.
my big problem with it. Like, I didn't notice anything that was any different than a regular hardcore match. They brought out thumbtacks. They
Oh, boy.
had tables and everything, and that was about the
Did
extent of
they
it.
have kendo sticks?
Probably.
Okay.
I wouldn't be surprised.
I cannot confirm
But I
or
can't-
deny that.
Yes, exactly. I already don't remember.
Okay. Well,
But the
I'm
main
still gonna
things
watch it.
were
not that it
Joey
matters to the
Janela
show.
jumping off of a super high ladder onto a table,
I think I
outside.
seen the gif of that. Yeah.
and then the other was Moxley dumping Janela into the tax a bunch of different times.
A bunch of different times.
This one time, somehow he ended up with taxes in his mouth, and somebody made a gif of Moxley spitting out tax out of his mouth.
Yikes.
Awesome.
Well,
So the tax were the star of
yeah, I hope he likes his new job.
his new job.
Yeah.
Oh, I remember. But Kenny Omega ends up having his revenge because of when they're pulling Moxley out and are taking him to the back. He's just about all the way up the ramp, and Kenny basically does what Moxley did to him in that Double or Nothing.
Oh, okay. Well, that heel motherfucker. Just kidding. I know. He owed him one. He owed him.
Son of a bitch.
That motherfucker had it coming.
He's like, I didn't forget. It was just last pay-per-view.
All right. Well, that was
That's
a
Norm.
spectacular PBW watch-along where we discussed very little of that wrestling at all. But,
Alright,
you
now
know,
it's just Norman.
It's a clip show.
Terrific.
Terrific.
Terry.
Turtle.
It's terrific. I'm joined by terrific
Holy
Terry Turtle.
Terrific Turtle League Club.
Turtle.
It's funny, you got the volume turned off so you can't hear anything. I imagine Norm's just naming off like his grocery list. Or like what he's ordering from the Taco Bell menu.
Like jalapeno poppers. Cheese sticks.
I want that burrito supreme with no lettuce
Boneless
and
wings.
no tomato.
Okay, all right, you do Taco Bell. I'll do the grocery list. A vat of lard.
Give me a chalupa supreme with no veggies and extra grease.
If I buy Crisco and powdered sugar, I can make giant Oreos, right?
I need fistfuls of hot sauce to help with the diarrhea.
Is this your largest case of Hershey's syrup? All right, I can close that shit.
Yep. One more thing down. That was the watch song. Okay, so MLW started with MJF coming out and taking a seat down at the announce desk and grabbing a headset. And not too long after, Teddy Hart comes out. So MJF jumps up, grabs Cornette, and is like using him as a human shield. And Cornette's like yelling at him, like, "Don't put me in the middle of this!" And Bookie's screaming to him to get out of there. He's like, "Get out of there, Jim!" He's like, "I'm tired up. Sorry." He's like all fucking wrapped up in the cords. Like, I don't think he was supposed to be there, but he couldn't get out because the shit was caught up on him. But he finally got out, and then as soon as he was out of the way and clear, fucking Dick Holiday come out and got Teddy from the behind like he's prone to do. Yep.
That's his name forever. Thank you, Jim.
Yep. Dick. But yeah, they beat the hell out of Teddy. So that was supposed to be the opening match was Teddy versus Dick Holiday, but it didn't happen because they beat the hell out of Teddy and took off.
I remember
With
that.
the belt.
Yeah.
Boot.
Oh yeah, that's right.
It
His belt.
I'll take this thing.
really made the whole beginning of that show like really weird because of they didn't know what to do next. Hey, is there anybody in the back we can go to?
Do I leave it in or do I take it out? Do I leave it in or do I take it out?
What do I do with it? What do I do? What do I do?
We have a next match coming up.
Was so I can't remember what was that one. Low Key had a match, or there was like a couple of like super fucking fast matches.
Right.
I know one was Low Key against somebody, and it was literally like the bell rang, he hit him with like a forearm or something, and the ref called for the bell, and that was the end of the match.
Right. It was a knockout or something.
No, they say definitely leave it in. Vic and Lenny both leave it in.
Got it.
Never take it out, apparently.
Fair enough.
To be fair.
Yeah.
And then,
Stick it in and break it off.
The other match was that fucking dude that comes out to the damn Eminem beat
Dude.
in the
yes.
prison suit.
Thanks for reminding me. I heard multiple trademarked songs, but
Yes.
instrumental versions.
Yeah.
2 fucking Dre beats and then a Ted Nugent. I'm like, what the fuck?
The fucking Ted Nugent one was funny because it was rolling for like ever, like almost.
Yeah.
It's like a 10-minute song, and almost the whole damn song rolled.
Right. It's like, okay,
They were
it's
just killing each
not
other.
a New Jack match. What are we doing here?
Right. What was it? Yeah, I don't. The fucking dude that came out to the Eminem song won pretty damn quick, and then it went on to the main event, which was Filthy Tom and the
Von Erichs.
I almost
versus
remember the
Contra.
guy's name. All I know is that he's 19 years old. He's acting like a hood kid or whatever, but I can't remember his name now.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm a little behind you guys. I'm back now. Sorry.
Right. So I mean, the main event was a 3-on-3 tournament tag match, so it was
Yes.
fucking chaos.
Yes. Yes, it was.
Which is
And
how
the
it
Von
should
Erich
be for
boys
a
could
tornado
go.
tag.
Mhm.
Yeah, they weren't bad.
You can tell they're like classically trained how they do, just like how they act in the ring,
Yeah.
like
Well,
old
I mean,
school.
yeah, the one though, he seems to have a little more of the current fucking moveset though. Like the one, I can't remember which one's which, but the one that doesn't wear the shoes, he definitely the one that's barefoot, he seems to be much more of the old school moveset. The other one, he's got a few moves that are more of the current popular set.
Yeah, the bigger of the two brothers, I think, is more of the old school, and then
Yeah, he's just the hoss.
The Hoss, yep. But yeah, I mean, I liked the whole attitude. Everything was like crazy and out of hand, and the ending was nuts, and the bell ringing the whole time, and the announcers yelling and shit. I love that kind of stuff.
Until I think it was Simon Guys or something. Someone finally walked over and laid that fucking
The bell
timekeeper's
guy.
fuck out.
It was no, who was it? Or no, it was
Was it Fatu?
no, it's the guy whose name's like Ariel or something, some fucking weird name.
Yeah, I can't remember it either.
oh, the guy that's not Fatu or
Right.
Or
The other guy,
yeah.
yeah, him.
Oh, speaking of the gosh,
What's
did you
his name?
hear
Yeah.
at the beginning of the match? Like he dropped like 3 F-bombs.
Yes.
Getting into it with some dude in the fucking crowd. This shit was hilarious.
I can't remember that guy's name.
Me
I
either.
like him though, because he's a bruiser. He's rough. Credit to whoever the timekeeper was. I forget his name, but he made that look pretty good.
They sold it well.
He did a good job. He really did. It looked pretty legit, you know? Like, he got elbowed in the face and got knocked the fuck out. It looked pretty legit. He just, like, laid out flat over 2 chairs and didn't move. Like, nicely done, my friend.
Same with the security guy that initially was supposedly like knocked out, and then they came back and he hopped out and started holding him back again. Like when they tried to help him out the first time, he was selling it pretty well. Like he legit got knocked the fuck out.
Love it.
Yeah, the whole thing was all hell broke loose.
Yeah, it's not like I have notes I can read about what happened because it'd be like 24 pages long. It was just like chaos, and it was like old school wrestling.
Yeah, it was fucking all bets were off. Like everybody got laid out. Refs got put through tables. Motherfuckers were holding broken pieces of table like shivs and shit.
That's true. I remember now. Like, I'll stab you with this if I have to.
Right, bitch, I will
believe
shank
it
you with
was-
this broken piece of table.
I think that was Gotch,
Yeah.
who just walked around like I'm gonna stake me a vampire or something. I don't know what he was
Right.
thinking, but I don't think you can use that very safely in a wrestling match, buddy.
No shit.
Like, what are you gonna do with that? This is still kind of a TV show. Don't forget.
yeah, this isn't unsanctioned.
Unsanctioned.
Gosh, just losing his shit.
It's
Eh.
pretty. I mean, I'm happy that he's worked out a way to kind of stay relevant. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Good for him.
Yeah, Lawler and fucking Von Erichs picked up the win before all hell really broke loose.
Right.
So there was a winner.
Winner, chicken dinner.
It kind of came out of nowhere, like in the middle of the chaos, and then the chaos continued.
Right.
I want to say it was like a roll-up after a mover. One of them was looking at one guy, and another guy crept up on him and rolled up or something. But then, like, all the crazy shit
it was
just
like
kept going.
No, I want to say it was like an actual move, like a splash or something.
Maybe.
I
wish I would have
sure
no,
it was
fuck.
the Von Erichs that got the.
Yeah. It was one of the Von Erichs that picked up
Oh,
the
their
pin,
big
yeah.
crazy double move. That's right. Whatever they called it.
Yeah, that.
It has a name. I just don't remember because I didn't take notes. But
Neither did I.
I did
so,
enjoy the episode. I was like, all right, well, that was awesome.
Yeah.
Especially because, like, Mojo was tripping about it, and Papa Dave was tripping about it, and Twitter was tripping about it. So I was like, all right, I got to see this shit.
Yep. I just watched it today, finally.
Awesome. Just in time for
And
taking.
I was just trying to remember from
I love you still
like,
barely remembered it.
last Saturday. And I'm not talking about yesterday.
Ah, good times. But yeah, man, MLW, you know, they're out there doing it, and they got some talent too.
Indeed.
It's cool, man. There's some good wrestling going around right now.
Yeah, I enjoyed MLW. I enjoyed NXT. I didn't watch anything else.
Yeah, I watched that ROH pay-per-view and didn't think it was that bad. But Whiz said something that was really true, but it was really sad because of they were the company that got hit hardest when AEW
Oh,
went
yeah.
because of, like,
Dude.
it was like 40% of their top stars.
And dude, that was an empty building. There was literally like a few hundred people in this arena, man. I seen some crazy pictures, and it was at like the main event, at the highlight of the show, right after the guy wins or whatever, and there's like 100 people. I'm like, man, AEW
Yeah,
fucked them
that was-
guys up, man.
Yeah.
Especially because I thought it was a decent show.
Right. It's just nobody cares. All their stars have went to AEW. It's crazy, man.
They were like, Villain Enterprises already had their match. We're out.
Right?
Marty Squirrel already wrestled.
It's like maybe we can beat the traffic, but like everyone's leaving at the same time.
All here.
Yeah, not being like negative or making fun of them. There was just nobody there. If you look at the pictures, you can't argue it. You can't.
Negative
Yeah,
motherfucker.
it had nothing to do with how good the pay-per-view was.
Right. That's not what
But
I'm
it
saying.
was just-
I didn't even watch it. I just seen pictures and was like, oh my god.
Like, they couldn't even do the thing that, oh my God,
Seriously, it's
WWE
stunning.
was doing with Stomping Ground and put everybody forward. There was still empty spots down at the TV level.
In camera front, there were empty seats. In camera front, man, think about that. There were empty
Right.
seats. All the people there couldn't fill camera front. Anyway, it's just crazy. Speaking of poor attendance, how about Stomping Grounds? Raw and SmackDown combined was like 10,000 people or something. And Stomping Grounds was held in a 23,000 seat arena. So if you wonder why it looked all like strangely like there's a whole lot of darkness in this building, it's because they were hiding 10 or 12 or 15,000 empty seats or something like that. So
Yeah, I had seen pictures of, like, empty balcony.
the whole
everything,
thing,
and,
like there's
like,
no
the-
humans up there. The lights are off. Yeah. Empty.
And that the back, like, 3 or 4 rows at the bottom level were pretty empty.
Yeah. At a pay-per-view. Anyway. Yep, all that happened this week in wrestling.
And we actually liked that pay-per-view, too.
It was good. It was really good. Man.
Yeah, it really
Oh,
wasn't bad.
and it
It
didn't
had like
happen.
6,000 people or something, or 5,000 or something
It
ridiculous
didn't
like
happen on Raw, but they announced it on Raw that Burbs was right. They're going to have that mixed tag team match.
that. Of course he was right, because of course they are. But
Well, we knew that
still,
was going to
credit to
happen on
Burbs.
Raw. I didn't really know it was going to happen on the fucking pay-per-view. And it was going to be for titles.
Right.
Could you imagine if they fucking take it off Becky and Seth that night and put it on Lacey and Baron in the same fucking night?
The heat.
On the same
It
match?
would be unbearable. Twitter would explode.
Oh, the fans would be pissed.
This is such good shit.
Yeah, Vic, we kind of keep forgetting that this is about wrestling, too.
That's why we're doing this extra segment, because we have to get some wrestling talk in the wrestling show. Speaking of wrestling talk, hi, this is Whiz Willoughby again. This is a little bonus segment. Mojo and I recorded this Monday afternoon, like right before I started editing the show, because we wanted to wrap up our discussion of AEW, whatever the show was called, I forget. Okay, here we go.
Hey!
Hello, and how are you doing? Yeah, dude, I'm pretty sure he didn't get split open by that chair, but I'm not. I wouldn't, like, argue with people about it or nothing, but I mean, come on, dude, it's a Dusty classic. I just didn't realize it at the time, but I had that pointed out to me, and I'm like, oh, okay, yep. See, it all makes sense now.
Yeah, and he bends his head over, like, so his left gets hit.
Right. And then he's, like,
so he's
split
laying
open
down
on
on
the
the
right
ground.
fucking back of his head. There was nowhere near where the chair hit.
And it's on the opposite side of his head where that chunk flapped open.
And, I mean, if you remember, like, 1 month ago, there was a lot of blood in his last match, and he was just keeping it going. Dude, they're going old school with it, is all it is. And, like, these new school kids ain't used to seeing shit like that.
Well, I'm not used to seeing somebody's back of their head flip open.
He was
like
fucking busted open, or, well, cut open pretty good. He went a little deep with it, man, for sure. But,
I was like, holy poop.
that, ladies and gentlemen, is what you call a
Don't
blood
need
feud.
to cut that deep.
Yeah, dude, after I had a chance to actually watch it, I was like, oh, dude, Twitter's exactly right. He didn't get hit nowhere near where that cut was. But it's good, though. It's an angle. It's a work. It's a fucking blood feud. It's like old school, baby.
Here's what also goes with that is the fact that he didn't go to the hospital after that.
Right.
He actually was back in the back and watched from the gorilla position that last match. Because there's a picture of him from the back watching that match on a screen.
And, of course, afterwards, all you hear about is how Spears is a despicable person, and that was Cody's best personal friend and all this other crap. You know what I'm saying? It's a setup. I get it. I love it, actually. I think it's great, but, man.
I love MJF, how he's the biggest bad guy.
He's
and everything,
great,
but
dude.
But when it comes to Cody,
Right.
he's like the stand-up guy. And
Yeah, exactly. I love it. I love everything that guy does. He's great at this, man. Well, fuck, we're talking about it. Let's get into it. Cody versus Darby Allin, who I didn't know much about. They go 20 minutes Broadway, baby, and they do it like the best Broadway I've ever seen. Was that not a perfect ending by everyone, including the ref, or what, dude?
I swear to God, that reminded me so much of the old WCW matches where you'd have these knockdown fights. Like, I remember a lot with Arn Anderson being the TV champion and holding on to his belt just by staying the time limit.
Hey, man, I got a question for you.
Last minute.
Who do you figure booked those matches back in the day?
Man.
Dusty Rhodes. Go figure. Like I
Dusty
said, they're
or-
going old school with it, dude. They're going old school with it. I get it. I see where they're going. I wish the whole promotion was like that, though, because as a whole, I can't say I love the show, but I did really like a few matches for sure, man.
I didn't give it a 9 or a 10.
I never heard of Darby
Sure,
Allin.
I went to like a 7.5 or an 8.
I never heard of Darby Allin, but I'm going to go Stewie Griffin, and I'm going to give him a compliment sandwich. Ready?
That guy can take a beating.
That guy takes amazing bumps. He's a stuntman, basically. He could be a stuntman. He's that good. He makes shit look fucking amazing. There's the compliment number one.
How he totally missed that, but that was a perfect miss. He couldn't have landed on his back on the apron.
Yeah, I mean, it
better.
It was on purpose. It just looked like it hurt like a son of a bitch, but it was on purpose. It's what he does. I get it already. If you watch that match, you understand. He's a bump guy. So, there's his compliment. Now, I would argue that one or two bumps like that should generally end a match, and it makes it look like he's invincible and he's not going to have a long career. He should take one or two, maybe three of those and be done, if you know what I mean. Mm-hmm. It makes the matches look too unreal. Now, compliment number two to complete the sandwich. That guy can wrestle, as he clearly showed at the beginning of the match. He was doing like skilled mat wrestling shit with Cody. By the way, Cody's work here and at the last fucking shit. He's a good wrestler, dude. I don't care what anybody says. I dig the fuck out of Cody, man. He knows what he's doing. But this Allen guy could probably be pretty awesome if he calmed it down a little bit on the crazy bumps all the time and like wrestled more. Honestly. Because he looked real good at the beginning, and then it just became like a horror film, kind of. A very one-sided horror film where Cody just kicked this guy's ass, but he just wouldn't die. And
exactly, like they stressed that point.
And it was cool, but I would have liked it more if it was a little more evenly matched and they did more actual wrestling, because it was looking awesome at the beginning, man. Those guys were looking slick. And then it kind of devolved into, like, just a stomping, basically.
Yeah, like,
but
it went to being a little bit competitive in the beginning to outright squash.
Just a beating, yes, exactly. But again, the way they ended the match with only 10 seconds left, and he hits him one more time with a fucking crossroads from hell. He took an amazing bump on the crossroads. Of course he did, because he's a fucking stuntman, like I said. And just as the time limit expired, the referee's hand is on the way down for the 3 count, and they could not have executed it any better. I loved it. I would give that match an A, because it was just awesome. I would have liked it if it was more competitive, like I said, but for what it was, they did it great.
Yeah, I think that they were really going for it, that yeah, this Darby Allin guy doesn't have the skills that Cody has, and Cody should be able to beat this guy, but he like the old Matt Hardy gimmick, just won't die.
And also his character, you can clearly see he's going for like a Raven thing, where he's like, his whole life has been pain, and he only knows pain, and all this other shit. I'm like, okay. What about Darby?
Well,
what about
at least
Darby?
It's not somebody coming out going, Cody, it should have been me. It should have been me, Cody.
That's a fair point. All right. The Young Bucks and Kenny Omega versus Lucha Bros and Laredo Kid.
Oh, my God. This is another one where it was like private party. That Laredo Kid just...
He stole the show.
Like, I didn't really know or see many of your matches before this, but you can go. You deserve to be in that match with those guys.
Absolutely. I feel like we have seen him like in maybe MLW or something, but only for a couple matches or something like that. I remember the name.
Yeah.
But I don't remember him jumping off the screen like he did during this match. It wasn't a bad match. It was just... Dude, I was super pissed about the video game thing, the fucking Hadoken thing. I'm like, no! I didn't like it at all because it's Lucha Bros. And come on, you guys. But okay. Other than that,
you gotta just remember that
it was a video game festival and shit. I know, but still, I was let down. But Only that, though, because a lot of crazy spots happen, and even the spot that they screwed up, they somehow managed to still kind of make it happen enough to where it looked awesome anyway. So,
Yeah,
I mean, fucking credit where
but,
credit's
like,
due with
watching
the
it the first
athleticism.
time,
and shit.
when I watched that the first time, I was going, holy shit, they're going to be talking all about Nick Jackson the one time after 6-something years of almost being flawless. He stumbles going up onto the top rope.
His foot slipped. It happens. Big deal. But he saved the shit out of it. And, dude,
The other team helped him quite a bit, too.
Ray Phoenix had his back like a motherfucker, man. Phoenix fucking saved
And
the
then that
day.
was pretty cool, like that. Who was it? What was it? Laredo Kid that just all of a sudden started tight walking against the top of the rope to get over to Nick and do the back.
I thought that was Ray, but I might be wrong because I didn't actually take notes. But I can.
Well, it was either Ray who was holding his hand up onto the ropes and Laredo who walked across and then flipped him over, or the opposite way.
Like,
Laredo was holding him, and
well, it still ended up actually looking pretty good. So I was like, okay, good job, guys. That was pretty awesome. It depends on what you like, I guess, if you like this match or not, because I do think there was like way too many finishers and like way too many spots and shit. But that's what these guys do, and you have to kind of accept that. But I really didn't like the video game thing. But as far as athletes go, you ain't gonna get much better in this match.
That is mainly an AEW thing, but it seems like it's been going on in WWE as well. Like, it's something that New Japan did, AEW does, with the constant, oh damn, that should be it.
Right.
Oh damn, that should be it.
It's really bad
Wasn't it?
in NXT, man. They're fucking bunch of goddamn super soldiers in NXT.
Like,
Yeah.
I can think of one right away, and that was that Johnny Gargano, Adam Cole.
I know, right? It's like,
It's like, holy poop.
yeah, exactly. All right, John Moxley, Joey Janela. You can't even really call it a wrestling match. It was a hardcore match. It was like a hardcore match by the book.
Yes, that's the only thing.
Like, if
didn't
I was
like
gonna
about
book
it.
one and I was like, okay, how do you do this? I would do all the things that they did, pretty much in the order they did it in. Even it's almost like they like had a script. Here's how a hardcore match goes, and they did exactly that.
Yeah, but I was going, okay, you made it so that it was considered an unsanctioned match, that this was going to be so crazy that AEW didn't want to be liable for what happened.
Yeah, and then it wasn't. It was. I mean, it was crazy,
A really good.
but it was as
hardcore
crazy as any other hardcore match. It was a hardcore match. It was like a. It was stereotypical, I think is the word I'm going to use. There you go. It was a stereotypical hardcore match. But they did it good, and it hurt, obviously, and the fucking thumbtacks is always a thing that'll always... And you could see the look on both of their faces at the end of the match that they were fucking dying. So, I mean, they went out there and they did what they could.
That moment with Moxley all of a sudden spitting tacks out of his mouth?
Yes. I believe it was only one, but even then, how'd you get a tack in your mouth, motherfucker? Goddamn. Pooh! I was like, oh my god, that was a tack. Yeah, I seen it. I seen it. All right, and one little piece of news: Paul Heyman, Eric Bischoff are now the executive directors of television shows that are called Raw and SmackDown. That's right, executive directors of the television shows, not
general managers, not commissioners.
That's right, not the CEO or anything, no on-screen anything. They have actual jobs at a corporation that makes television shows, and they have contracts that state as such, and their job is to do television show related stuff. So This might be a little better than I originally thought it was going to be, because when I heard they had the jobs, I figured it was a gimmick, and it's still going to be Vince pulling the strings, and it don't really matter, but this really way more indicates that they have actual jobs that mean something, and they have responsibilities and such. So that's going to be fucking awesome, to the point where, guess what, folks?
Especially if they have
Gee Whiz is watching
control
Raw
of the storyline.
and SmackDown tonight, this week. I'm watching them, so...
So was it an immediate type thing that...
As far as I know, well, I hope so, because I'll
they
be
got
tuning in.
contracts and they're starting next Raw and SmackDown?
Okay, well, I don't know that for sure, but I'm tuning in just in case, because you know it's going to open with Heyman, and he's going to have some shit to say. I hope they do a draft again or something like that. Wouldn't it be sweet? Anyway, okay, anyway, yeah. Now, Eric Bischoff, I hear he's looking to bring back the teams and the factions and shit and the stables, and I'm all for that too. Because that's what made the Attitude Era happen.
That was also like one of the coolest moments I can remember from TNA and stuff, is when they did their own little gang faction that was called Aces and Eights and everything. And it was like one of the hottest moments that Impact was doing like some of their best ratings.
Well, he has a way he likes to do things, and okay. He's not in charge of the money and the business and everything, so he can just worry about the on-screen shit. That's awesome. I think, let's have some factions. Let's have some stables. Fuck it. I'm all for it.
And that made me get really excited when they mentioned the factions, because of that means there's a better chance of the Undisputed coming
Staying
up
together as a unit, yeah. Shout out! All right, I'll start us off this week with our Facebook shout-outs. I actually have one. No, seriously. We have one.
Oh, shit.
For real?
Shout out to Scott Greer from It's Pathetic with Scott and Rye Bread. Okay, hey Mojo, did we get any shout outs on Instagram this week?
We didn't get any new follows, but we did get a actual comment for the Roman Reigns Undertaker love from our good pal Stephon Million.
Oh, okay. And what did he have to say about my work here?
He just left 2 cracking up faces.
I got 2 emojis out of Stephen Miller! All right. How do we do on Twitter this week, Cheez Man?
Well, this week I actually pinned the episode so I can look back and see. We got 8 shoutouts.
Oh my God!
Well, we got 8 retweets this week.
Damn, that's amazing.
Yep.
Uh-oh, take a shot.
So, first, a new one for us was TV and film throwbacks with D. That's hanging with the D. Awesome, love it.
That's a great name.
Yeah, I love it.
So here it's
Well
called
played, sir. Well played.
Suplex City Limits.
Oh yeah, those motherfuckers.
Suplex City Limits, of course. They gave us another retweet.
Them fucking dudes.
Mr. Yuck Nasty.
He's disgusting.
Birds, of course.
Burbs!
So, yeah, this was for episode 63, so, we had Burbs on the show. Of course he's going to retweet it.
Hell yeah. But still, it was awesome of him to do that.
Yeah, thank you, Burbs. Thanks for coming on. We appreciate it. It was awesome.
Yay. Epic.
THT Wrestling.
Oh yeah. Name change.
Papa Dave Sincere.
Big Papa.
VicBot. And that fucking douche Casanova Frankenstein.
What the fuck? He's allowed to share our shit? I
And,
thought I blocked him.
Need to block his ass.
Exactly. Piece of shit.
Shouldn't even be allowed to share the shit.
Hate him. I want to kill him.
Motherfucker.
I literally want to kill him. Motherfucker. I'm going to kill him dead one day. That piece of shit.
Definitely a garbage.
Oh, one of those deathmatch guys.
No, I mean like suicide.
Yep. And that is it for the Twitter shoutouts this week.
All right.
Mount
Something. Mount it. Hold on.
All right, well, let's start off as we do every week with Stephen Miller.
Stephen Miller. That was the death metal version.
Stéphane Million.
And as usual, Mojo goes all français on that ass.
All Francais. I'm gonna go all Welsh on that ass because it's your boy Babs.
You know the guy that was on the show. Like he came on the show. Not came on it.
He came on the show. I came on myself. It was fucking excellent.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's when it became fucking embarrassing.
Well, yeah.
As I came on myself, and it was embarrassing before when I was talking to Vic at Psycho Psychic.
Been there. It happens when you talk to her.
Psycho Psychic.
Love me some Vic.
That was the JDY reference. Everybody give it up to Vic. Or I mean for Vic.
I'll
No,
give it
to
up to
Vic.
Vic.
Okay, yeah. Just give it up to her. She's into that thing. Or I'll just watch
She
it.
may prefer that, actually.
Well, okay. Well, I don't know. That's her gimmick.
Yeah,
Maybe
I
should
think that's
steal
more
it.
what she wants. Just let her watch.
Okay.
Oh, okay. No Canadians.
Ooh, I don't know if you're allowed to say that. Have you watched that Waiting 2 movie? Okay, moving on.
Okay. Next we got THT Wrestling with Boxman and Shaheen.
Hails Yale.
Anyway, we mentioned Shaheen, so of course we gotta mention Nuclear Heat Graphics. And then of course check out Hollywood Hangouts with Boxman and Anthony. They just did the Great White Hype last night, actually. So, see, after Hollywood Hangouts, as I mentioned earlier, check out Wrestling Soup with Mish, John, and Joey. Love those dudes. And then, of course, check out the Don, Tony, Kevin Castle show. Can't go wrong there. And then, and in case you didn't hear it before our show came on, about a half hour before we came on, Bobby Anthem had episode 2 of his new show, In Search for My Lost Soul. Check it out, or check out Get in the Corner.
Yeah.
With Yuck Nasty and Dogger Baby.
Ding, ding, ding.
They were actually on the last week. If you listen long enough, you'll hear my stupid ads come on there.
Oh, that's
And
right. I kind of
I
forgot
wanted
about
to say
that.
a couple things, and that's pretty much it. I just sat there and listened because everybody else kept talking. Yeah, I get something in here and there, but for the most part, I'm just gonna hang out and listen and laugh. It was cool. I hung out with Yuck, Dogga, Bobby, and this filthy Canadian.
Bobby!
Roberto.
And then, don't forget to also check out the WNC Super Party.
Super party. Super.
Check out Salamonster Sounds Off.
Ow, ow, ow,
Oh.
ow, ow. I don't know why I did that. I'm sorry.
With Jason Solomon.
I'll just go home.
Hello.
Shit, I'm here already.
Sala Industry Monster. Dude's awesome. Make sure you check him out. Much love to him. He knows nothing of our existence, but much love to Jason Solomon.
Maybe he'll hear one of these one time and be like, oh, hey, look, they mentioned me, and then forget about it again.
Yeah, more than likely, if anything, he'd be like, somehow he's got some kind of tie to Bobby, and Bobby be like, hey, These guys mention you. Because Bobby's got our fucking back and loves us unconditionally for some reason. I mean, we love you too, Bobby.
But what did we do to deserve it?
Right. Like,
I'm kind of a piece of shit here, you know?
right. Finally something right in my life in the form of Bobby Anthem.
Don't even be started on Cheez, man. So I'm like, what the hell's going on here?
Right. I'm by far the worst person on this show. And don't forget to check out the Transcontinental Project with Sensible Sam and Luke Birch. We fucking love those too.
I'm sorry, I was cursing at Vic. But yeah, watch that show because it's awesome. And those two people are awesome.
Yeah, they've kind of become our immediate family along with Vic.
Indeed.
Yeah, if we ever got Cheez Man, Mojo, me, Vic, Luke, and Sam in a room together, I'm not sure what would happen, but it would probably involve asking Luke to be Lucy for a while. If you see what I did there.
And then last but not least, motherfucking Spade.
Spade. Okay, now I'm pretty sure I'm right this time. I've seen at least one track off of his new album is available, correct?
Yes.
Is the whole album out yet? Because I don't want to be wrong like the last 8 times I said it was.
I think it comes out July 1st, which is in an hour and a half.
Yeah,
so, yeah.
That's literally when this releases. So, okay.
Yep.
If you're listening, I'm pretty sure you can go and look up MF Spade, that's S-P-A-I-D, Cotton Candy, correct?
Yep.
Cotton Candy is his new album. He's been working on it a while. He's put a lot of effort into it, so go and give the guy some love. He came on the show. He didn't have any music at the time, or didn't want to give it to me, I guess, or whatever the case was, but that's because he was cooking shit up in the lab, and now it's available, so go check it out.
Yeah.
Check it.
Do that.
MF Spade!
No, you can find it all for sure right on his own webpage.
That's right. I'm sure if you Google MF Spade and spell it the way I told you to and not like a shovel or a playing card, you're going to find him no problem. Motherfuckers.
Yes, no shovels, no playing cards. Motherfuckers. Alright, episode 64, Wrestling's Hallmarks is just about cashed. I've been your host, Pasteurized Processed Cheese Man, joined along with
Mojo, find assorted confections.
And I am Whiz Willoughby. Check us out on Facebook. That's facebook.com/thehighmarks. Or on Twitter. That's twitter.com/thehighmarks. Or you can get us on the gram. That is instagram.com/thehighmarks. You can also check us out on Anchor to get the audio-only version. That's anchor.fm/thehighmarks. And if you listen to us on Podcoin, you will get paid. You will make more to listen than we make to make the show. So,
But will you
do
get
it.
MF paid?
No. But you might be able to locate him on a different streaming service. All right, we're going to have our guy, MJF, take us out this week. So if there is nothing else, gentlemen.
Nope.
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 Nope. Absolutely not. Take us out, Maxwell.
How about I give you nerds something I know you're gonna love? That mother of yours whose basement you live in, she swallows, so... Hate to break it to ya. Hate to break it to ya.
Ed, that is just gruesome. Good Lord.
I said here comes the pain because I'm totally going anal.
Ed, that is just gruesome. Good Lord.
So who's Jism?
Ed, that is just gruesome. Good Lord.
I wish I wasn't a virgin now. A girl's coming over.
Ed, that is just gruesome. Good Lord.
Masturbate?
Yes?
Ed, that is just gruesome. Good Lord.
It's actually supposed to be jizz,
That is just gruesome. Good Lord.
Jism.
That went over my head.
That is just gruesome. Good Lord.
Motherfuckers be sitting around talking about they don't want to work and they want a bitch to go fucking do the work for them, clean their house. It's me. I'm motherfuckers.
That is just gruesome. Good Lord. That is just gruesome. Good Lord.
In reality, it wasn't even a black penis, it was just a radiator hose. I had to improvise.
That is just gruesome. Good Lord.
Lenny's in Michigan too. It's like the most realistic chance of me getting some hoo-hoo on here of anybody.
That is just gruesome. Good Lord.
Jism.
That is just gruesome. Good Lord.
All right, I'll go ahead and kick things off with our multitude of Facebook shout-outs. Here we go. All right.
Oh, bullshit, you missed one. We got a new like this week.
A like?
Yep.
Really?
Well, I mean, like, someone liked the fucking page, so, like, they're following us now.
Oh, I usually just go for
Oh, okay.
shares, and I didn't get any shares. Now I feel like an asshole. Okay, who
Oh,
is
my
the
bad.
new like?
Scott. Scott Greer, not queer.
Okay, I can just edit this. Okay, I'll kick things off with our Facebook shout-outs this week. I actually have one, apparently. Who the fuck knew? Shout out to Scott. Scott Greer from,
Right on.
Scott and Rye Bread.
Right.
It's pathetic. I almost said
It's
embarrassing.
pathetic. I was going to say it's ridiculous, so yeah, we all failed.
I
Okay,
want to go embarrassing just
Take
'cause that's
three.
like our gimmick.
okay, I'll start us off this week with our Facebook shout-outs.
It's fucking embarrassing!
It's fucking
Oh,
embarrassing.
my God. Okay.
That's not the name of their show.
It's pathetic with Scott and Rye Bread. Here we go, round 3. All right, I'll start us off this week with our Facebook shout-outs. I actually have one. No, seriously. We have one.
No shit.
For real?
Shout out to Scott Greer from It's Pathetic with Scott and Rye Bread.
Oh,
I feel like it's long overdue, but there, no, not him liking the page, I mean his mention.
Yeah.
Okay, you know what? I almost want to do it a 4th time because that sounded wrong. God damn it.
You fucking perfectionist.
Okay. I'll be happy with that one. Okay. Damn it. All right. How about it? All right. Look, I can hear you laughing and it's throwing me off. All right.
I don't start laughing until I hear you laugh.
I'm that Cheez man with his fucking giggly ass. All right.